Hello ladies and welcome back to Still Looking Good 58, the channel that reviews wigs for the mature woman. Today we're talking herbs and spices. Now you guys had asked me in my live about doing something on herbs and spices, so what I'm going to do is share with you my favorites. This first group over here is my Italian group. Now when I make spaghetti or any other Italian food, my two big go-tos are going to be the oregano and the basil. Those are my two big go-tos. Then I also use onion powder. I use garlic powder, but this is garlic salt. I usually use garlic powder. This chopped garlic is really good if you don't want to chop up fresh garlic. So I use that. And just to give my spaghetti sauce a kick, I use this chili powder. Now, when you cook the actual spaghetti, boil the water first. And once it's got a rolling boil going on, then put the spaghetti in. And don't put salt in and don't put oil in. Just boil the spaghetti, and you can test it by taking out a little piece of the spaghetti with like a spatula or whatever. Test it, or tongs, you can use tongs. Test it to see if it's too soft. You don't want it to be too soft. I guess it's what they call al dente. You want it to be firm, but not so firm that it's crunchy, okay? So then after you're done with that and you drain the spaghetti, then you're gonna toss it with a little olive oil. You don't wanna put the oil in the water or the salt in the water, just toss it with a little olive oil afterwards. Okay, my second group is my Mexican group. This is cilantro and cumin. Now I usually use ground cumin, but these are the seeds, and so what I do is I have a little pestle and mortar, yeah, and I ground them myself. But I always use these two herbs for Mexican food. Now this last group is for chicken. So I've got rosemary, which really should go on the inside of the chicken because rosemary, you don't want to eat that. So I usually rub the inside of the chicken with the rosemary and a few other herbs and spices. I love thyme for just about everything, but I love it on chicken. And the best thing to put on chicken is sage. Usually you're gonna rub the outside of a roasted chicken, one that you're going to roast rather, rub this on the outside and then put it in the roaster. So these are my favorite groups. Now I've got one other tip that I wanna share with you. If you find that you buy fresh herbs and they spoil really quickly, you need to get one of these. Now this particular tool has a space for water, and you put your herbs inside, and these herbs will last you at least a week. Let me tell you, I bought this Italian parsley about a week ago, and I'm going to show you. I'm just going to open it up. This is what it looks like. Isn't that beautiful? This particular tool is really great for increasing the longevity of your fresh herbs, okay? So that's what I really love about this thing. It keeps them fresh. Oops, some of the water's pouring out. But yeah, you put water in this little section, and I'll put the information down in the description section so that you know where to get this. But this thing has been invaluable to me because I love herbs, but I don't like the fact that they get spoiled, the fresh ones. That's why I always end up buying the kind in the jar, but I would prefer this kind. So since I found this particular device, I'm probably gonna get a couple more of these for different types of herbs so that I have room to put everything in there. But yeah, these are my go-to spices. There are others that I use, of course, and we can talk about those in another video. But I wanted to share these with you because I know you guys were interested in what herbs to use for what things and what spices, and these are my go-tos. So thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscription button and that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my uploads. And thank you so much for your support. You guys have been so sweet. And as I always say, if you're going to show love to anyone today, please show it to the Creator. I'm still looking good, and of course, so are you. See you next time.